No mai, haere mai ki te Smarter Futures Summit. Ko Mary Jensen tōku ingoa. I'm the Chief Executive of Smart Waikato Trust and I extend a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you all for your attendance, rangatira. Showing up shows you care about our region and the people who live here. I'd like to acknowledge members of the Smart Waikato Board, principals, school boards, business, tertiary education, local and central government and community leaders here today. You may think, what a time to be calling a summit and asking schools and businesses to work together when households and businesses are hurting and young people aren't showing up like never before. Well, in some ways you're right, but in most ways it's the very best time to be doing this. You see, we've been here before. Smart Waikato started 15 years ago in the GFC in 2009. Youth unemployment skyrocketed and hit its peak in 2012 in Waikato, with a large proportion being Māori. Secondary School Employer Partnerships, SSEP, was born out of this situation from the Waikato Labour Market Group as a solution to bridge the gap between schools and businesses. Many of the schools here today would have been involved. With funding from corporate philanthropy and the PGF fund, it was really flying. By 2020, 42 of our 50 schools were involved, and we had licensed it to Canterbury. SSEP engaged all students, showed them the world of work, the relevance of their STEM subjects, even teachers learnt a lot. Kids showed up, and over time, many hundreds of new jobs were offered to young people in all our Waikato communities. And then came COVID interruptus, followed by a change in government policy, which went back to ambulance at the bottom of the cliff policies. That meant we could only work with small groups of rangatahi who had fallen off that cliff. And just when kids were coming back to school, there was the teacher strike. Those ambulance at the bottom of the cliff strategies will unfortunately always be needed, but are hard-going and terribly expensive. So we need to put more investment into prevention strategies, such as building communities of support around schools to ensure every rangatahi is set up for success through the Smarter Futures initiative. The change in government policy means SSEP has been unsupported for some time. Smart Waikato has chosen to continue it out of our reserves, and we thank Anna Ellison for continuing to provide facilitation across the Waikato on her own. We are now down from 3 facilitators to half a facilitator for the whole region. I take my hat off to the schools who are still going with SSEP and the employers still involved. In fact, we have Te Araha College right now, Neil, doing it for the first time with the Year 10s, so that's fantastic. And we have other employer school initiatives, such as Gallagher's and RML teaching Waikato Dio teachers to teach electronics and robotics to their senior students. We need to reinvigorate this and other programs with our 50 schools. This is the very time that we need to learn from the past and all work together for the future. We can start tomorrow, that is, if we have facilitators to do this work. Now I give you Smart Waikato's theory of change. We believe if young people receive relevant education, careers and transition experiences and are connected to employers who support them with learning opportunities, they're more likely to progress to decent jobs and incomes, leading to greater health, wealth and well-being for themselves, their whānau and their communities. Rangatahi staying at school is the first step. Schools need help from us all to engage kids at school, making it more relevant and interesting. Today we'll find out what can be offered to schools that will help engage rangatahi, be it through the prospect of being connected to work through school or creative opportunities, or it could be through programs in outdoor education. All could be accessed through our facilitators. It's very important to respect our businesses who are our main employers, who pay the taxes that ensure we have education, health, police and social services to provide a better standard of living for us all. A key part of my workforce strategy is to employ young people, and I challenge every business and organisation, school, local government, everyone here to do more of the same. When thinking of employing young people, don't just think apprentices. Think young office administrators, social media people, sales people. There are many capable young people out there in the region, possibly currently in education or underemployed in retail or unemployed full stop. There is no excuse not to employ these rangatahi. We can help you with that. Over the past 5 years, I've employed and mentored 4 full-time and 3 part-time young employees. It is a win-win. They bring so much energy, vitality and new thinking to a business. As we regrettably head towards higher youth unemployment again, please do your bit to nurture our young people, giving them hope, happiness and opportunities. Once again, thank you one and all, and I'll see you at lunch. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā tātou katoa.